but very honest, which is, I think, really important for a coach. So I've just admired what he's done, what he's built for himself, and the role he's played, not just as the coach of the Hawks, but what he's done for voter rights and civil rights in Georgia and Atlanta. So it's a special opportunity for me to get to coach against one of my close friends, 7 years, and someone that I really admire.
And he gets to coach a young man in Trae Young, who, when I was doing some research on Trae Young, he said that you were his favorite player growing up. I know you're a modest guy, but you're a Hall of Famer. You're a 2-time MVP. Do you recognize the influence you have on the young players of today, especially that position that you help sort of, I don't want to say revolutionize, but there's been an evolution at the point guard position. I think it traces back to your game.
Well, thanks. That was a great resume builder, Chris. I appreciate it. I mean, it does. Obviously, it feels great to hear a terrific young player, say that they looked up to you growing up and that you influenced them. It's fun because I get to watch him play. Unfortunately, I had to coach against him now, but prior to this season, I got to just sit back and watch some of these guys that said I influenced them, and that's a great feeling to watch their career blossom and grow. And so I'm proud of Trae, the way he's gotten better every season. What he's been able to do in the NBA is remarkable, and for a very young man. So I feel honored that he calls me his favorite player, and that he's having such an incredible career.
Well, before I touch on a key, though, I just want to, every time we see a player dribble along the baseline, survey the defense sort of inverted from under the basket. We talk like Wayne Gretzky behind a hockey goal. We say it's a la Steve Nash. Do you remember maybe the first time you did that, or how that came about, why that did, and what is the advantage and what is the purpose of doing that?
Well, I definitely idolized 99 growing up. So, maybe I owe him a royalty for that or something. I'm not sure why I started doing that, but, if I could put it into words, if you create an advantage and you get somewhere and you don't have anything, I always just felt like it was always counterintuitive to me to give away my advantage by throwing the ball out to someone who's guarded. So I always tried to probe the baseline and see how they were going to react. Were they going to switch? Were they going to chase? Who were they going to leave to get back in front of me? And just tried to read the defense and make them pay for allowing me to get down there. And if they didn't cover me, I'd try to score. And if they switched, I'd throw it to the big. And if they chased them or late, I could make a play for someone else. So it just made sense to me. It was intuitive, I think, though. And I don't know why or how it started, but that would be the way I would articulate it if asked, as you asked.
No, and it's a little insight as to why Sean Marks believed that you could be a coach and you could handle this kind of position. What about your keys here against the Hawks tonight?
Well, obviously, Trae Young is capable of a huge night, but they're one of the deepest teams I've seen, and they got a lot of guys who can play, a lot of different looks they can throw at you. They can score the ball for sure. So we got to slow them down. Our defense has been pretty solid, still a work in progress, but it's got to be really good tonight. Can't give them anything easy or it'll be a long night. So we got to be really diligent and stick to our principles, work together, and be greedy. Be greedy at that end of the floor. And offensively, usually it takes care of itself if we play with pace and we try to create opportunities for each other, because our offense truly is behind our defense in some respects, and that we haven't put as much time into in this short preseason and early season run.
Well, Coach, good luck here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Chris. Thank you.
That's Nets head coach Steve Nash. We've got the Nets and the Hawks coming up right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM WFAN.